Few build a naked bike with more personality and bad boy sport attitude than Ducati with its Monster. Throughout its 23-year history, the Monster has become the rowdy but lovable face of the Italian brand. This spring, Ducati writes a new chapter of speed with its R-Spec 1200, $18,695 in red. The R expands on the original water-cooled Monster 1200 concept with a few key enhancements. It continues to utilize the multistrada Spectus test red engine, but thinner crankcase two-cylinder gaskets boost cylinder compression ratio by a half point. The L twin flows more fuel and air via larger 56mm diameter throttle bodies versus the S model's 53mm setup. On the exhaust end there's 8mm larger diameter header pipes, and a new set of shotgun-style mufflers that not only push more spent gases, but look slimmer and more aesthetically pleasing, too. Stricter 4 Euro emissions and noise compliance was also factored in. A special piston coating and redesigned clutch cover complement the change and also help reduce engine clamor. Ducati claims the R-Spec mill pumps out 160 ponies and 97 pounds-foot of torque at the crank, a 10% increase versus the known R-Spec 1200's claims of 145 horsepower, and nearly a 5% increase in torque. For reference, the S measured 128.3 rear-wheel horsepower and 82.6 pounds-foot torque figures on the Motausa dyno last year. The engine certainly feels snappier across the rev range, especially through mid-range, and up top at high RPM. Also of note is the enhanced fuel/ignition mapping giving precise, but not overly so, throttle sensation. This gives the rider a more connected feel to the back tire. Likewise, we appreciate the more ear-pleasing exhaust note, which sounds meatier and less tinny than the standard 1200. The Monster continues to offer 3 different engine power modes: Sport, Touring, Urban, allowing you to modify the engine response or power band feel based on rider preference or road conditions. 8-way adjustable traction control and 3-way adjustable ABS are also standard. We're especially fond of the ABS calibration in its least restrictive setting, Level 1, with it responding so transparently at the Ascari Race Resort circuit, where we tested the new Monster, that we wonder why anyone would ever turn it off. Still, it's nice that Ducati gives the rider that option. Curiously, the 6-speed gearbox doesn't benefit from an electronic QUICKSHIFTER, a feature it should have, considering the price point. Besides that gripe, we didn't really think much about the transmission, a good thing, as it shifted without hiccup. A revamped color TFT display keeps tabs on the Monster's vitals, and now includes a gear position indicator. The display is crisper with sharper fonts, and once you get acclimated to the function of the menu and switchgear navigation, it's easy to make adjustments at a standstill. However, the display remains difficult to read in direct sunlight. The 1200S was never a slouch in the handling department, but it does feel a tad low and stretched out. So Ducati engineers honed performance by increasing ride height 15mm, physically lengthening the position of the Öhlins source suspension and increasing lean angle capability up to 50 degrees. Correspondingly, chassis geometry changed slightly with a minor reduction in rake and trail, as well as wheelbase. An Öhlins steering damper complements the package, as do higher-spec Pirelli Diablo Supercross SB tires wrapped over lighter forged aluminum wheels by Marcassini. Another nice touch is a fitment of grippier, and nice-looking, machined aluminum footpegs. All told, the 1200R is claimed to weigh 456 pounds, a 9-pound reduction compared to the S version the last time we tested it. Traditionally, Monsters have never been marketed as track bikes, but the R changes that. Think of it as a gentleman's Panigale, nimble, but with a far less demanding riding position. The top-of-the-line Monster is a dream come true for riders seeking a bike that's sporty, yet relaxed, compared to the pure race stance of a superbike. It's also planted at speed, making it superbly fun to whale around on track. And with its sleeker-looking tail section, the Monster looks more the part, too. The seat covers premium red stitching, and finely brushed metal radiator covers are also nice subtle eye candy. There's no question that the R-Spec 1200 is more monstrous, but is it worth the nearly $2,700 increase versus the S model? If hardcore sport performance paired with a cheery and real-world friendly riding position is what you're seeking, the Monster R is worth taking for a spin.